Hey everybody, on the way to Mulholland Drive, I thought I'd stop in and go through the Sunset Strip, right on the other side of Beverly Hills. Just back behind me about, I don't know, a couple hundred feet. So check it out, they got all the billboards, it's like ad central, it's almost like Hollywood or, SoCal's fancy version of the Ginza district in Tokyo or something like that, which is signs everywhere, colored lights, endless advertising. It's pretty crazy. So I drive through here. If I remember anything that I see, I'll comment on it. But I didn't want to make it boring, just me talking, so I threw some random hardware jam stuff I made in the background as a filler, just so it's not super boring. See, there's RuPaul's Drag Race up there, that billboard. Curb Your Enthusiasm up there. Yeah, it was still on. But they have famous comedy clubs here, bars, nightclubs, I guess ultra lounges before they were called ultra lounges. Lots of celebrity sighting up here if you hang out on the right night, if that matters to people. Like you go to a coffee place and like, oh, there's Kim Kardashian, or there's Paris Hilton, or there's whatever. You name the local celebrity, and I do mean celebrity in quotes, you will find them, potentially. So, Rainbow Bar and Grill, I don't know about that one. If it's still here, there's the Viper Room. Oh, there's the Roxy, we just passed it. Somewhere up here is the Viper Room, unless it closed. That was where actor River Phoenix actually died. He overdosed right in front of it. It was really sad. But there's comedy clubs and I think that's the Whiskey. Yeah, Whiskey Go-Go we just passed. It's marquee is facing the way we didn't go, so it's hard to see it from here. But it's famous footage of the Ramones playing there and all kinds of bands over the years playing at the Whiskey Go-Go. And what else we got here? There was a House of Blues up here, the one franchise started by Dan Aykroyd. Oh, there's a video. Oh, they have a video billboard. Check that. There's a place here called the Standard, which is a hotel/bar, which we haven't gotten to yet. But it was famous for years as having it had a lingerie-clad woman in a glass case laying like Sleeping Beauty, and occasionally turning, like she's tossing in her sleep. Just paid there to look pretty and it's kind of weird, right? And occasionally will be a male, but usually it's female because it's male-dominated area. So they're gonna mostly cater to the guys looking at the female. Just that's the way it is. That's old Hollywood still brought into the modern day. There's good restaurants here. There's a Sweet Green, is a famous veggie and non-veggie salad place. It's one of my favorite places up called Veggie Grill. It's a small chain of vegan foods that's they have like famous comfort foods and stuff and burgers and all kinds of stuff, all done vegan style. It's weird for a lot of you, but very tasty for me. They're doing some construction up here. Here's some more billboards. Sometimes I get ideas for shows that I didn't even know were on as I drive through here on random trips. And I go, oh, I didn't know that was a show. I'll have to go look it up. Yeah, it's all kinds of huge, like building-sized billboards. Now they have video billboards everywhere. That's a whole new trend. A lot of vertical billboards instead of the typical landscape horizontal. These portrait-sized billboards because they fit perfectly on the thing. There's a comedy store back there, real famous place because Steve Martin recorded at least 1 or 2 albums there. All kinds of stuff here. Fast and Furious. I can't keep up with all of them. Saddle Ranch we just passed in there. That's a Western themed bar with the mechanical bull in there and stuff like that. It's actually a lot of fun. I've gone there a couple times. Even tried the bull one night, got my ass kicked. There's a William Shatner billboard about some boldly glow something or other. The sexy Yves Saint Laurent ad. What else we got here? Trocadero. A lot of these places, you know, they're expensive. Most people can just go, but they also have exclusive areas. Some of them you see people stand outside with a clipboard at night. There's a place called the Pink Taco, very suggestive. I think it's just a restaurant, but it's got a crazy name. And a lot of these guys stand outside with clipboards. At least that's how it used to be. I haven't seen those for a while. Where there'll be like these exclusive, you know, you got to know somebody or you got to be famous kind of parties or areas of an establishment where you got to be on a list, otherwise you ain't getting in. The Chateau Marmont was a real famous hotel, very expensive. Neon there. Movies. Did we pass the stand already? I can't remember. I think it's right at the end up here. It's kind of a hard line too. It's kind of, I think we already passed it. Because at some point you go, oh yeah, this isn't the Sunset Strip anymore. This is regular Sunset. I'll keep going. Oh, this is the Laugh Factory, another comedy place that's real famous. Strip mall, yeah, I think we've pretty much left the Sunset Strip at this point because it's all regular stuff. There's a Veggie Grill on the left. I love that place. What else? Yeah, so now we're down to the regular areas. There's Fairfax. There's a major cross street. A lot of places up here. So I'm gonna go and turn around up here quickly as I can so I don't make the video too long. And I'm going to there's new Sofia Vergara thing, Griselda. Never heard of it. It's on Netflix. Like I said, I'm kind of out of the loop a lot. Coming down here, I'll see some stuff. I go, oh, I've never heard of that. I might check that out. If I keep going, I'll hit to the Hollywood Guitar Center, which is their flagship store in the U.S. And then across the street, Sam Ash. Only Sam Ash in California? No, it's mostly an East Coast thing. And then I'm just noticing on the right up here, there's a blown up version of a famous Banksy image, Andre the Giant, with the word, usually with the word obey, but this one just has his face on it. And he used to put those all over the place, and getting people to put all over the place. It became this whole, like, you know, before memes were popular. It's up on the right on that white building there. You see Andre the Giant's face in black and white. That's hilarious. I gotta find a place to turn here. There's a nice shot in the back of the moon. You may barely see on the camera. Shrouded in fog. Maybe clouds at this point, I can't tell. Probably just clouds. Usually I get the fog that often around here. There's a crazy house that I just randomly turned in front of with all kinds of decorations on for Valentine's Day. That's random. Someone's out here taking pictures of it. If you want to see it, it's on Sunset and, what is this street? Genesee. Now I'm going to wait for the light. So go back the other way, you'll see, like I was saying, like the Whiskey Go-Go and stuff, tends to have marquees facing, because it's in the front of the building or maybe on the corner, but it still tends to face one direction more than the other. So you couldn't even see it from the way we came, but now you're going to see it very clearly going this way. This is kind of like I guess the way most people would enter this area, because they're not living in Beverly Hills or beyond that, where it's really expensive. Most people would drive in through this area. And so a lot of stuff is facing this way. That's my guess anyway, because it seems to look that way. So again, now we're in kind of the normal area. Random businesses that everyone goes to, not the overpriced Sunset Strip stuff. There's even a really dopey show on, now it's a multi-series, but it started as a show on Netflix of intentionally bimbo-esque women hired to sell high-end real estate to horny clients, called Selling Sunset. And it's this very, very short, kind of goofy-looking twin brothers who obviously worked out a lot to compensate for the fact that they're not handsome and they're not tall at all. Hire these women to sell to, there's the Laugh Factory just passing you, to get these rich guys to buy these, $50, $60 million properties sometimes. Usually more like 20. But yeah, really expensive stuff in the hills around here. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne lives in the hills up here. All these people live up here. So now we're seeing more billboards. There's Chateau Marmont again. Somewhere around here is the Standard. There's a giant billboard for the new Aquaman. Right there. Bunch of TV shows. But they still have some strip clubs here too. That's kind of funny. Big ad for Netflix. It looked like a movie marquee. That's kind of weird. This is the Standard on the left here. I think. Yeah. The sign is covered up now. Or maybe it closed. Oh shit, there's no one there. I mean, it was the Standard. Now it's empty. So the one I told you about, the glass case, those Carney's Hamburgers, Hot Dogs is a famous place. All these places are open late for people after they drink and stuff, or before they go out drinking. There's Saddle Ranch on the right here. See the kind of rustic theme with the bricks and the wood logs and wooden building. And as like proper Western bars, it has, like I said, the mechanical bull in there and other accoutrements. Other hotels. There's the Comedy Store again coming up here. Jeff Ross is going to be here. Look at that. Bobby Lee. Those are famous guys. Whoa. People just whine or walk across. Go do your thing. They're entitled. They just do whatever they want. Hotel Ziggy. That's interesting. Very 70s looking. More ads for shows. Pink Dot liquor store. That huge billboard on the left. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Holy smokes, I think it's going to get cut off by this angle. More billboards. Sunset Comics. Actually have a comic store here. I was driving for 50 style stuff. Sunset Plaza. So up here on the left is this Oppenheimer Group, which is the place run by those guys that have the overly plastic surgery and dressing somewhat inappropriately realty sales ladies, realtors basically. It's just really obvious, super on the nose, but it seems to work. They do tons of business and they keep growing. So much so they have a one in Florida now, I think, and one in San Diego or something like that, and one in Mexico. High-end clients in Mexico. There's a coffee bean and tea leaf back there, one of the chains up here, coffee stores. And that's another one of those places you probably see some celebrities in there if you want at the right time. So there's like this somewhat seedy area. There's Whiskey Go-Go on the right. Some tattoo parlors around here and stuff because it's a little more bar-like than the fancy right here. I don't see the Vibe Room, so maybe they closed. So it's not a huge area. So I can drive through pretty good. There's the Roxy on the right. More ads, more billboards. And you used to see people, they're probably still around somewhere, on the sides of the roads here during the day with little pop-up stands selling maps of homes to the stars, maps just all around these hills up here, behind all these buildings up further up, where all the celebrities of like Ozzy Osbourne's house and, like I said, everyone else. Officially, obviously not officially sanctioned, because they're essentially doxing people long before the term doxing came up. And there's secure places. You're not going to do anything there, even if you're kind of weird. But just the fact that all these random people can pay like $15 to get a map of all the houses up here, that would take a lot of work to find out in a phone book or whatever and map it out. You could just buy it. This is before GPSs and stuff. Here's the Beverly Hills sign to tell you now you're entering Beverly Hills, just like in the older movies like Beverly Hills Cop and stuff. They always feature that sign. Now these are light up signs. Back then they were just colored metallic signs, but now they made them fancy with light up signs. But it's nice tree lined roads. Now they put lights near the trees, so it kind of looks kind of nice at night. Up here on the left, not too far from here, is UCLA. And not too far from there, I think just before UCLA, is the Playboy Mansion, where Hef used to do his thing. But I don't know what street it is. Even if you went down the street, you wouldn't see anything. It's all protected by giant gates and stuff and unmarked. It's one of those places you had to know where you're going, and obviously have an invite if you want to get in there further. So I was hanging here with friends a long time ago, and there was some college students, just a few years younger than us, desperate looking for a ride. There's no Uber back then and stuff, and they were looking for a ride. And we were just cruising around and hanging out here for the weekend, and so yeah, I'll give you a ride. And then so they wanted to get a ride to the UCLA campus, and they were very friendly and very attractive and stuff. And one of the guys who basically drove us down here, a kind of last minute trip to see AVP volleyball championship and some other random stuff, nightlife down here and all that, just for like 2 days. He couldn't hold his liquor, went a little crazy at Saddle Ranch and threw up in his own car because he was too drunk to drive, so I had to drive. And he's in the back seat, throws up in his own car, and the girls are back there freaking out. And then so I had to clean up his mess, and then they still needed a ride, so we had to leave windows down. It was warm weather, so it wasn't a big deal. But they had the windows down, had to drive them back to their place and apologize to them, because they were very friendly, very sociable and stuff. But obviously, as soon as something creepy, weird like that happens, it's like whatever fun you're thinking about having, it's not going to happen. In any case, it didn't matter. It was just nice to give them a ride and help them out, and they were very nice. And that was it. And I drove around, did some other stuff, and drove back day after that, because we had the volleyball thing was the next day. And anyway, that's my quick and dirty run through Sunset Strip. Sunset obviously goes way back the other direction, paralleling Hollywood Boulevard, where the Walk of Fame is, and the Grauman's Chinese Theater, and all that kind of stuff is. But I'm gonna pull over so I can safely stop this and not block traffic. But you can see all the streets here are very nice. So nice tree lined and nice gates in front of them, and very, very expensive property around here. Just a little too dark to show you too much, especially from a car. But yeah, if you ever get around here, just freely drive around the streets. I mean, there's beautiful houses up here, way out of everyone's reach. But it's just kind of fun if you're interested in that kind of stuff, architecture and nice houses and neighborhoods and stuff. But so that pretty much does it. I'm gonna go up to Mulholland in a little bit, and like I said, if I feel like it and I'm awake enough and I had time to do my hardware jam, or at least plan it before I record it. I gotta try to record at night so I get the nice view of the night, the skyline, and all the blinky lights at night from the right there, because it looks like the weather's pretty good, so I'll have a nice clear night instead of a bunch of haze or clouds or whatever. But we'll see. It's no rain, obviously, so that helps. Last time I was up here, the weather was bad, so I was trying to get a view of of nothing, essentially, because it was such heavy cloud cover and some fog that I couldn't see any of the skyline. It's just a very, very dull glow which wasn't very interesting for a backdrop. So that's the deal for tonight. Thanks again, anyone who's on here now and watch it later on catch up or whatever. And as usual, appreciate it. And like I said, maybe Mulholland tonight, real quick. Driving around there is kind of fun. Gives you those David Lynch vibes from the movie Mulholland Drive. And otherwise, more stuff tomorrow. Gonna hit the music stores tomorrow down here, and we'll wing it from there. Don't know what else I'm gonna do. So, thanks again, everybody, and I'll see ya.